Safe Love Podcast is a powerful podcast with honest conversations about healthy and unhealthy relationships. We break down red flags, emotional abuse, domestic violence, trauma, boundaries, and healing. This channel is about awareness, clarity, and empowerment. Follow me for more talk weekly. Save Love Podcast. The Save Love Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Safe Love Podcast. I'm the host, Phenomenal Mindy. Have you ever felt emotional, exhausted, disconnected from yourself, or stuck craving pain you never truly healed from? In today's episode, we're talking about the real steps to spiritual healing, not the filter version people post about online, but the honest journey of facing your pain, breaking toxic cycles, setting boundaries, reconnecting with yourself, and learning how to heal emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Okay? So you will learn in this episode of this podcast why healing starts with honesty, how unhealed trauma affects your relationships, why protecting your peace is necessary, how to stop abandoning yourself from others, and how to rebuild your relationship with your inner self, okay? So spiritual healing is about acting perfect to a certain extent, but it's about becoming whole within yourself. Welcome to the Safe Love Podcast, where healing gets real and safe love starts truly from within yourself. I am Phenomenal Mindy. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm here every Friday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, healing one person at a time so we can gain a better community. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So the first step, or the first thing I want you to write down, if you can, go ahead and grab you a notebook or something so you can write these things down that I'm giving you. And when I say spiritual, I'm not talking about religious. I'm not talking about religion at all. Okay? I'm talking about spiritual, okay? So the first thing is acknowledge the pain. Healing starts with being honest, brutally honest. You got to be honest with yourself. You cannot heal what you keep on denying and what you're not willing to face. A lot of people smile through their pain, distract themselves, go on vacations, take trips, go out of the country. You know what I'm saying? But they call that survival and strength. But spiritual healing begins within yourself when you can finally say to yourself, that hurt me. What you did hurt me. I'm tired. There's nothing wrong with you saying it. So you can say too, I deserve peace. And I'm going to give you some things as a daily affirmation that you can say to yourself to strengthen yourself within yourself. And stop saying stuff that don't even make sense. God can heal you, but listen, you can't heal nothing if you ain't ready to reveal it. And when I say reveal it, I mean reveal it to yourself. If you're not revealing the truth to yourself, you just praying in vain. And from the spiritual standpoint, praying is just simply meaning you petitioning and asking for something. You just writing it down or speaking it as affirmations out loud, okay? So don't be thinking I'm talking about nothing foreign or nothing that you don't even know nothing about, okay? Number 2, stop running from yourself. Did y'all hear me correctly? Stop running from yourself. You got to stop doing it. A lot of us stay busy because silence forces us to face ourselves. Nobody wants to see the darker side of themselves. I know y'all for quite some time heard a lot of things about, oh, do shadow work, do shadow work, do shadow work. Shadow work is just simply yourself, the darker side of yourself. But in some other religion, they like to call that evil, wicked, whatever. But they like to call it not of God. But they're simply it's not true. So we gotta stop making ourselves be busy so we can't hear ourselves. Have you ever took the time to sit with yourself quietly without all the calling, the social media, the texting? Just put your phone down. Just put your phone down. You will see the difference, and you will hear yourself, and you will also hear your ancestors. You'll hear God talking to you. But if you got all this going around to keep you busy, thank you for the follow. If you got all this around you keeping you busy where you can't hear what's going on, it's a distraction, baby. It's a distraction. I want you to know it's a distraction. So we gotta stop doing that. Healing requires sitting with your emotions, identifying your triggers, asking yourself hard questions. Now, I like to tell people about them triggers. Some people like to use your triggers as ammo. But if you heal from your triggers, they cannot use them no more. They can't. But again, you have to sit with yourself and face all of the dark side of yourself, aka the shadow work of yourself. You know, sit in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And I tell people too, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Cry is a form of releasing. And when you cry, you releasing whatever it is. Whatever it is. Cry. As the song say, baby, cry me a river. You better cry a river. You could cry today. You could cry tomorrow. You could cry the next week until you can get through it. Because after so long, those tears begin to dry. And you will no longer have those tears anymore. Now, I'm not saying you do this 1 month and then next month, are you expecting not to have? You may revert back a little bit, but, get a hold of yourself. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Get a hold of yourself and ask yourself, why do I fear abandonment? And a lot of people, as far as the Black community, this is the biggest one. And a lot of people say, well, crabs in the bucket, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's because fear was stored upon us way back in slavery. And throughout that, there was not, what's the word I want to use? There was not nothing to transition us over into the mindset of not having fear or going through fear. My mom is in her 60s, almost 70. There's still fear there. And I'm not, trying to diminish or trying to knock anyone or that's older, let me say that, or that's the elder. It's time for the ones behind us to straighten that up. Because we got kids. And whether you know it or not, what's up, Jericho? Whether you know it or not, them kids looking at you and picking up what you picking up because you picked up what your mama put down. So if that's all you doing, look, you say you speaking some truth. I'm just only being real. Thank you for the likes. I'm just only being real. We pick up what the parents put down. So if all they be putting down is fear, all they putting down is hatred, all they putting down backbiting, talking about people, what you think the kids gonna do? What y'all think the kids gonna do? Let me turn the comment section on over here. What do you think they gonna do? They gonna see it too. And then now you got a problem. Then now you got psychological issues going on. And y'all wondering why. Y'all will say, oh, what happened to the village? The village stopped being the village. The village stopped being the village. Thank you. I appreciate the gift. The village stopped being the village. Sometimes the hardest person to meet is the real you. It's the real you. Sometimes the hardest thing to look at is the real you. I remember graduating from high school was a struggle. Being that my mom left me to carry out my 12th grade year by myself. I remember not knowing what in the world finna happen to my life, which direction my life was going in. I didn't have any money. Now I'm young now. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any family or support to support me in my endeavors. So I couldn't even look at myself because all I had was a high school diploma, and I was born in '84. So in those times, in the early '90s, in the early 2000-ish, high school diploma got to be more than that. So I looked at myself for additional 2 years after that to get it together. And y'all know what happened? I enrolled myself in Job Corps because I kept tired of looking at the person that I was, and I could see myself because I've always been a spiritual person. I just never tapped into it, but I could see myself going in a direction I wasn't even happy with. And I knew eventually I wanted kids. So at some point, y'all, I had to get it together. And sadly to say, but which helped me to be the person I am today, I didn't get it together to my early 30s. So it wasn't a whole lot of stuff out there for me. I knew who the village was, but I didn't have a village. So that's why I do the podcast, to become the village for other people. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. So sometimes the hardest thing to do is to meet your real self. I ain't want to look in no mirror. Yeah, I would fix my hair. Yeah, I would wash my face. Yeah, I would brush my teeth. I would do all of that. But I ain't looking. I ain't staring. I ain't trying to figure out what I see at all. Number 3, grieve what broke you. And I think this is the hardest part. A lot of us as people are stuck in survival mode. We are stuck in survival mode. And survival mode means you don't unpack none of the traumas. You wake up every day, you go to work, you come home, you eat, and that's it. Hello, how are you doing, Blessed? That's it. That's all we got. So we're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck in survival mode. And it's okay, but eventually we need to get up out. But you got to want it for yourself. I can talk about this, but if you're not prepared or if you're not ready, then you just listening. You ain't soaking in nothing at all. At all. Not every loss is a person. People say, oh, I'm grieving over family. No, I'm grieving because I lost me. I lost me, so I'm grieving. I feel some type of way because I lost me. I need help finding me. And so it's not always good. So you like I said in a couple of episodes back, have a funeral for the trauma. Have a funeral for it. Bury it. Weep over it, but release it. Release it. Don't hold on to it. Don't be in survival mode. You bypassing all of what you need to do because why? I got to go to work. I remember telling a friend, and we talk all the time. I remember telling this friend, I said, look, this is what's going on with you. I've been trying to help you for many years. And so at this point in my life, I have to release you. Go get some help and come back. And you know what they said to me? I don't have the time. I don't have the time to go to therapy. I don't have the time to get some help. I don't have the time to sit on the couch, is what I was told. And I thought that was so cruel, but what I had to realize, everyone have their own time. Everyone have their own destiny to fulfill. Everyone have their own problems. My problem is not your problem, but I can help you with your problem, but they can't become my problem because when they consume me, now I done took over your problem. Now we done destiny swap. I'm cool with that. So I had to release them. and say, you know what? Go in grace. Go in grace. Go in grace. Because I ain't finna do that. So sometimes though, you like I say, you have to grieve. You definitely have to grieve. You have to grieve the childhood that you didn't get. That you've been wanting. You have to grieve the parent that you thought you were gonna have. You gotta grieve that. Because a lot of us again are well up in age. And I will say the people that's in the 80s babies and up are setting boundaries. And I'm glad about it. I'm glad about them setting boundaries. Because now we ain't gonna keep carrying on with this foolishness. The version of you that keep begging for love, the years lost to survival mode. Grieve that. Grieve that. Release the energy. Release it. Grieving is spiritual. Again, I'm not talking about nothing religion. I'm talking about spiritual. Grieve it. Because pretending you're okay keeps them wounds open. Some of us are functioning, and when I say some of us, I'm standing with you as a whole. Some of us are just functioning, surviving, waking up, doing the same thing every day. They say, how you doing? So, how you doing, Mindy? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm making it. And here you is on the job 20 years and you still saying the same thing. At some point, you got to have a cutting cord ceremony. At some point, you got to release that. You got to say, you know what, this is it. I can't. But when you keep pretending that you okay, you only fooling yourself. Because then now you get into a relationship and now you carrying over, or as they say, jumping out of the pot into the frying pan. And now you got all this behind you, and then you guy or the woman you talk to like, ooh, they were cool at first, but now I got to know them. It's too much. I ain't signed up for this. I ain't. Number 4, disconnect from what drains you. This here, y'all. I think this is hard for most people. I think it is hard for most people. I really do. You cannot heal in an environment that keep reopening the wound. If you in a house with somebody, you know that y'all can't get along, and then it's cool today, and then you done trying to heal yourself, and they still over here with that. It's not gonna work. Because it's going against of who you are and who you becoming. So then now, guess what? Now you questioning yourself. You know? You trying to figure out what is going on here. Like, nah. So you can't heal in an environment. And I'm gonna say this. I know with myself and with other family members, I don't like to, if we can agree to be in the same space, I don't want to be in the same proximity as you, you know? And I'm saying, if let's say we at a park and we having a family reunion, we could be at the park together, but I don't need to sit here at the table with you. I don't need to be eating with you and looking at you in your mouth and you trying to figure out what's going on and looking at me and trying to read me in the room. I'd rather not. We ain't got to sit at the same table and break bread. We can move along. We ain't got to do all that. That may mean distracting yourself or distancing yourself from your family members, toxic people, setting boundaries. It's okay to say, oh, well, yeah, because you invite me this weekend, but I really don't want to go because why? I really don't want to be in the same space as you, but guess what? You force yourself to go, and when you get there, then everything is off. And then you say to yourself, oh, I wish I would have stayed at home. You said, girl, why I just read you? Like, I mean, I'm just calling it. If you can remove the pastor person, Jay, out of here, I greatly appreciate it. So you set boundaries for yourself. You set them. And by any means necessary, if somebody that don't align with what your boundaries is, bye-bye, baby. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. Jay, if you can remove pastor out of here, I would greatly appreciate it. And it says letting go of unhealthy relationships, protecting your peace without being guilty. Protecting your peace. Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to help you out. So you can start letting go of unhealthy relationships now. You can do that. It's 2026. Why are we still tolerating the same stuff? Why are we still doing this just to be around or just to say we got people or friends? Why? Just why? Protect your peace without feeling guilty. Don't be worried about what they got to say or how they feel about you. Don't be studying them people. They ain't got nowhere to put you nowhere when you get ready to leave here. Oh, if I do this, they're going to say I'm acting funny. And maybe I am. Who going to check me? Be real, y'all. Be real. Keep setting those boundaries. If it's not aligning with who you are or where you trying to go, I release them. I wish you the best. And me, I see you on the other side. And maybe or may not. But I ain't going to feel bad about telling you that. Because I'm going to look after me. And guess what? I know for sure you're going to look after you. I know for sure you're going to do that. So everybody can't go with you into your healing season. The friends that you had back here in 99 and it's 2026 and they still talking about flashing money on the screen. They still talking about selling drugs. They still talking about watching fights and stuff. It's 2026. It's gonna be 2027. You can't go with me, baby. I see you got your bags packed, but you ain't welcome here. You can't go with me. Not this time. Not this time. And be okay with walking away. Be okay with that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Be okay. Because like I keep saying, at the end of the day, get what? They're gonna choose them, so you choose you. And choose it authentically, respectfully. I love you, but go your way. Number 5, rebuild your relationship with yourself. After you get through all of the healing, after you get through rebuilding yourself, don't go back and revisit. Because you missed what they was putting down. Don't go back and revisit that. That will keep you stagnant. That will keep you from not moving forward. And then what you done did all that for what? For nothing. You done did all that for nothing. So, do you. Don't worry about what people say. They're going to talk about you whether it's good or whether it's bad. So if they're going to talk, give them something to talk about. But talk with amongst yourself, not with me. Not with me. Learn and love you all over again. Pamper yourself. Self-care yourself. You said waste time and money. Absolutely. I done did that so much. I could have bought 2-3 houses. Ain't none of that I can get back. And I'm going to tell you something, T. That's the most valuable thing. And people say money and all this stuff, but time is the most valuable thing that you can't even get back. And money can't even buy. So they asked me, what would you like to do? Can you rewind the clock? Can we rewind the clock? Can we restart? If that was possible, yeah. Give me that pill. Because I already do a whole lot of stuff over. Not that I'm not happy with the person that I am today. It's just I would do things a little bit different. I would be where I am a little bit quicker. You know, I would definitely be with myself a little bit more quicker. Learn who I am a little bit more quicker. I'm just being honest. So start by speaking kindly to yourself. Oh, girl, you beautiful today. Girl, this hair really looks nice on me. Let me see. This dress is really fitting to me. You said, can you get it back? Absolutely not. Speak kindly to yourself. Say, I look good. You know? And they said, talk your shit. I look good. In the mirror to yourself. And if you can't, write daily affirmations or get little sticky notes and write them all on the mirror. Because in my spiritual journey, that's what I end up having to learn to tell myself. And I couldn't just say it to myself in the beginning. So guess what I started to do? Get little sticky pads, write them all around the window, write them on the wall, on the sticky note. So when I wake up, they'll be the first thing I see. When I wash my face and cleanse my face and open my eyes, they'll be the first thing I see. I don't need to have my phone in my hand, scrolling Facebook, looking at fights, looking at people acting a fool. Because people don't understand watching all these shows that don't even make sense. It's called television for a reason, to tell you a vision, but ain't helping you with your vision. It's something wrong with that. Start trusting your intuition. Everyone got one. It's there. It's there. Everyone got one. Start trusting yourself. If you feel something ain't off, if you feel something is off, then hey, it's off. It's off. It's off. Forgive yourself for what survival made you do. I remember back in my younger years when I had my first kid, I had to do some things that I wasn't even proud of doing. I wasn't proud of doing it, but it was survival mode for me. It was survival mode for me. And so then I had to look, either I do this or I won't even be able to survive for me and my kid. I've forgiven myself for all those things because it ain't nothing you could say to me as a person that gonna make me feel ugly. Because a lot of people, once you heal, a lot of people like to bring up old shit from your past. And then say, oh, I remember you this, baby, you ain't seen me in 3 years. I'm a totally different person. You can't even talk to me. What are we going to talk about? You can't even approach me to talk because you don't know how to talk. You talking about some stuff way back then in 99 and 2000. Baby, it's 2026. I already healed from that. My God done healed me from that. So why is you bringing it up? Why is you saying it to me? Because if we open your Pandora box, what we gonna see? If you saying something in the comments, your comments are being filtered. What we gonna see if we open your Pandora box? Everybody like to point out people bad stuff. If you ain't unalive nobody, if you ain't no RP nobody, then I don't care. If you ain't sexually assault nobody, I don't care. Everybody got a pass. But the RP and the unalive, those one of the things I can't, especially RP. Nah. So everybody can't go with you into your healing season. Your destiny is not tied to the one who left. At all. Everyone that's meant to be in your life is there. If they're not meant to be there, there's a cutting cord ceremony. There's a cutting cord ceremony that needs to be had. I promise you, it needs to be had. If you say, hey, you don't want to be friends with me, Mo, cool. You ain't going where I'm going. I'm elevating. I've said this many, many times. I have cut off a 30-year friendship simply because we wasn't aligned. I was just surviving being her friend. Because we started young, around about maybe like 9-10ish, and it became a sister to me. But then, decades. I knew someone right, but guess what? When my birthday comes, she was there with me to turn up. When we get ready to go out of town and have a good time, she was there for me to do that. But when I sat down with myself and started analyzing myself and my life, the shit wasn't aligning. She wasn't aligning with who I was becoming. Not to say that she was a bad person. I love you, baby. I wish you nothing but the best. I do. And still do. She'll text me every now and then, this is that and other, but at the end of the day, we're not aligned. No hard feelings. I got to do this for me. If you are a spiritual person, if you are a conscious person, once you become awakened and conscious, you can no longer go back. You can no longer go back. Because guess what? Then, like I say, you're going to be sitting up there with yourself, and then you're going to be, battling. Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? What should I do this? Why? When you knew it was right, because that's what you became tapped into the spirituality to begin with. You no longer see things for what they tell you. You see things for what they truly are. I could not take off my glasses and make her see through my lens. Bad as I wanted to. I just couldn't. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So we got to understand that we cannot be forcing it. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Don't let them borrow your glasses. It ain't for them. Because they'll put them on and still can't see. Still can't see. So again, we have to ask ourselves, hey cousin, how are you? How are you, Tamika? I appreciate the love. We have to ask ourselves, where do we want to be? Is this healing is where we want to be? Or we just doing this spiritual thing because it's a trend? Because you know that been a trend for a while. Thank you for the like, Kevin. That been a trend for a while. So everybody can't go with you in your healing season. Again, I started my spiritual journey, healing journey, in about 5 years ago, to be exact. It's lonely at the top. Very lonely at the top. Very. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I love me. I can go out of town by myself. Kevin said, what is meant for you is meant for you. What is meant for you is not made for others. Absolutely. Absolutely not. So don't ask me, can you borrow my glass, or ask me, can we borrow my shade? Like back in the day, we used to wear each other's shoes. And if I knew what I knew then, if I knew what I knew now, back then, I would never let nobody put my shoes on. Again, what I'm saying is all spiritual, nothing religious. Nothing religious. You let folks put your shoes on, borrowing your shoes, walking in your shoes. Think about that. Think about the energy that comes behind it. No, you can't wear none of mine. Do you get your own? Get your own, baby. Get your own. So spiritual healing is also learning to love yourself again. Start by speaking kindly to yourself, resting without feeling guilty. If you don't feel like going out today, don't go. Because it's popping mean nothing. Because it's popping, you'll be the one get popped in there. That's your intuition telling you, baby, don't go. Don't go. What are you asking, Kevin? You say whose spirit? What do you mean when you say whose spirit? What do you mean? Explain yourself. Elaborate a little bit more. I got time tonight. Elaborate a little bit more on what you asking, Kevin. Whose spirit? What are you referring to? What are you referring to that I said as far as you saying whose spirit? Negative people. Y'all better start choosing you. Y'all better start choosing you. They gonna choose them. Keep your circle in a positive way. Let me tell you this, if you got people around you and all they want to look at is all these Tyler Perry shows, the sisters, not saying this, all of them are bad, but I'm speaking on the ones that's not. And everything they see, Love and Hip Hop, P Valley, and I've never seen an episode of P Valley a day in my life. I couldn't even tell you what it was. But one of my spiritual sister husband is inside of P Valley. Still never seen it. Still never seen it. I don't care to see it. For me, there's no substance in that. And you're wondering why everything come out your mouth is foul. Well, damn, you done sit up here and then watch 50 shows this week talking about nothing. Feed your mind, feed your spirit, feed your soul with positive things. Do that. Feed it. You trying to overcome some stuff, and I'm gonna say this: even with certain rap songs, a bang a bang a booty bang I ain't gonna sing a song because you know they're flagged. I'm saying you hearing all that and you wonder why you angry. You done just listen to about 50 songs and just shoot them up and kill them up. No. Like why? Why you listening to that? There's nothing feeding you in that. And you know it, but you saying, oh, it's the music that I like. It's the beat that gets me going. I heard somebody tell me this week from another app that I'm on. They said, oh, I like listening to Sexy Red, even though the stuff Sexy Red say it's nothing, it's no substance, it's just a banger. Like, make it make sense. Y'all got these generations behind you looking and watching. They looking and watching. Healing is realizing you deserve better all along. You deserve that, sister. You deserve that, brother. You deserve that. You say, yeah, right. Be careful what you put in your, yes, in your spirit. Yes. Absolutely. You deserve better. You deserve it. Let God heal what people couldn't. People may hurt you. They may even ignore you. They may even abandon you. But spiritually, healing reminds you that your worth was never determined by who failed to see you. Sometimes healing look like praying, journaling, fasting, solitude, surrendering control, all of that. Not every battle is fought with revenge. Not every, Some are healed with release. And if you can't say it, write it down. Number 7, accept that healing is a journey. Healing is not a linear. Some days you're going to feel strong, and some days them wounds going to be aching again. I ain't even going to tell you no lie now. I tell you a joke, but not a lie. That doesn't mean you fail. It means you're just human. And it's okay. It's okay. Growth is necessary. And if you don't take nothing else from tonight, healing is a continuous thing. It's not just heal, it's healing. I mean, it's a continuous thing. Because once you heal all of a sudden, guess what? It's going to be something else. Then something else and something else and something else. Is what it's going to be. It's going to be something else. So, know that it's necessary. It's necessary and it's important. Thank you for spamming those likes over here in the background. I appreciate it. It's necessary. You know? So, these are the 7 steps to spiritual healing. I want y'all to share this podcast with somebody that you know may need some healing. Spiritual healing isn't becoming a person or a perfect person, I should say. It's becoming a whole person. Take your time. Take your time. Be patient with
We
yourself.
break down red flags,
Be patient with
emotional
yourself.
abuse,
And remember,
domestic
feeling and
violence,
be
trauma,
uncomfortable for staying wounded
and
is
healing. This
exhausting.
channel is about
This
awareness,
is the Safe
clarity,
Love
and
Podcast.
empowerment.
I am your host,
Follow
and
me
I'm
for
living.
more
If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe.
conversation.
Spiritual healing starts the moment you start feeling the pain didn't change. I'm gonna say this one more time. This in the back is overhearing me. I feel y'all every week. Spiritual healing starts the moment you stop feeling the pain didn't change. You're welcome. You're welcome. Peace, love, blessings, and much gratitude. Much gratitude. Thank you for following me. Everybody that follow me when I get off here, I will definitely follow you back. But just know, you ain't in this fight alone. If you have to email me, if you have to text me, everything is just look. Y'all don't know how many times I get texts from people randomly. You text me stuff. And I'm glad that I'm able to do what I'm called to do. It took a lot for me to get here. This thing just happened to me over.
Emotional abuse, domestic violence,
So with that being said,
boundaries and healing.
this is the end of the podcast. And I appreciate y'all. And I was
Follow me for more talk weekly. Come to Save Love Podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
The Safe Love Podcast is a powerful podcast with honest conversations about healthy and unhealthy relationships. We break down red flags, emotional abuse, domestic violence, trauma, boundaries and healing. This channel is about awareness.